Hi, it's August 11th, 2024, and I've recorded this like 6,000 times because I just don't even know what to say. My brain just okay. So on Thursday morning, we hit 245 pounds lost. And on Thursday afternoon, we got a call from our hip surgeon saying, "Would you like a new hip on January 7th, 2025?" And we said yes. So January 7th, 2025, we're having hip surgery. And our whole life is going to change. Whew. It's a lot. It's awesome. If you know, over the last couple of weeks, I've been going to the doctor a lot and trying to figure out, as far as my whole body looks like this, and so everywhere. I've been talking to plastic surgeons for the last couple of weeks, and there are two schools of thought is, do we have the stomach surgery and the leg surgery so that there will be less stuff in the way when I have my hip replacement, but go through that gigantic surgery with a bum hip and maybe not be able to walk as well and things like that? Or do we have the easier surgery, but during the recovery process, we've got all of this extra skin in the way? The good news is there's no wrong answer, because really either one is going to be difficult, and we're just going to have to figure it out either way. And so they deemed that it was better to be able to go through the larger surgery with no pain and impediment. So what we're going to do over the next couple of months, 4 months, is just try and lose as much weight as possible healthily. I'm at 245 pounds right now, and I'm at 245 pounds lost, so I'm at like a little weight loss palindrome. So 245, because we started at 490, which is a whole thing. So if we're at 245, math is not my strong suit, but we are 95 pounds away from our ideal weight. And so if we're, let's say, 30 pounds of, flesh that needs to be removed, skin and all that stuff, that still gives us quite a bit of wiggle room of weight loss that we can do, so that when I have the surgery, I have less flesh in the way. I might not be able to control the amount of water retention, and things, skin and things like that, but I can control my weight. So I'm just going to try and lose as much weight as possible and gain as much strength as possible. So I've been trying some new DDPY exercises that are a little bit more advanced and not aggressive, but let's say aggressive, because we had the CT scan on Tuesday, and it turns out the hernia that I have, if you know what a hernia is, there's like a little hole, and usually what's happening is your intestines are coming through. And so I've been very careful, especially with all the stomach skin pulling me down, to be very gentle with that area. Fortunately, it turns out that my hernia is very small, and all the stuff that came through it is mostly fat and tissue, which means it's not my intestines, and that's a lot safer. It's a much easier surgery. It's much less dangerous. Very, very good all around. But I do still have to be careful, but I can do a little bit more with the workouts, which is awesome. I still have a lot of pain with the workouts, and because of the way my hip has degenerated, I can't turn my foot in. And it's not because of the muscle, it's because of the bone. It's literally like trying to turn my foot into a wall. Like, I can't. So there are some things I just physically can't do because of the hip. But we're going to do as much as we can for these next few months. December 11th is our physical, and so I'd like to lose as much weight as possible between now and then. And so we have 149 days, and I don't know what we'll be able to do in that time, but I'm going to do my best, because what I want to do is by January 7th have as much weight off of me as possible, so that I have as much ability to move as possible when I do get the hip replacement. The kind of hip replacement I'm getting, if I remember correctly, is a floating hip replacement, which means instead of putting the hip socket together and like connecting it, which they do in older patients, I guess, in younger patients, I'm younger, it's floating and your body heals around it rather than being attached by metal. But it does have a higher risk of dislocation at the beginning. So you have to really, really, really be careful. And because I have all of this extra flesh on my legs and I walk wonky, I have to be really, really careful when it comes to my rehabilitation. I have to really be careful to make sure not to dislocate the hip that they give me. So, over the next 149 days, we're going to lose as much weight as possible. We're going to do more aggressive workouts. And we're just going to take care of ourselves mentally, spiritually, emotionally, physically, food-wise, nutrients, everything. Just do as much as we can to be as healthy as possible, to be as lean as possible, to be as strong as possible, to be as present as possible, so that when we have this surgery, we can really take care of ourselves and start a whole new life. Because, dude, like my hip has ruled my life for like the last, I don't even know how long. So to have it be on our team again and be able to walk and finish this last part of the weight loss, finish this last part of the surgeries with my whole body being on the same team. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be amazing. I'm so excited to not be in pain because like I have all these things, like I can't stand up straight, not because of my stomach pulling me down, which is part of it, but because when I stand up straight, I get hip pain. My hip goes, no, we don't do that. So to have that not be a thing and be able to work the muscles in my back and strengthen my core and do all of the things that I need to do to get my body healthy. And by the time we're done, we'll have lost 340 pounds of skin and fat and baggage. It's going to be crazy. I expected to be, I mean, I cry all the time. You'd think I would be completely a mess, but right now it's just like I have so many emotions. I can't pick one. And I think it's also like my little lizard brain is like, okay, it's go time. Let's get all this stuff done. So, I got to figure out exactly what I'm going to need. I have some of the supplies, but I know that there's going to be more that I have to figure out, how to get and what to do and all of that stuff. So that'll be coming. But I just wanted to let you know that this is all happening, and I will keep you posted as far as everything else as soon as I know. So August 29th, I'll hopefully have a little bit more information. December 11th, I will know what my BMI is and how healthy I am for surgery. And January 7th, it's like literally a whole new chapter of life. So yeah, I hope you're doing good. I hope you're taking care of yourself and hope something really big and awesome happens for you. I really, really do. Thank you for being here through all of this madness and for all of the madness to come. I appreciate you in advance. And I will talk to you soon. I love you. I love you. I love you.